Well, Donald and Amanda Black's collaboration for the release of Amanga. It's a soulful love ballad about relationship complexities and the pain of deception. But the song, which means lies in English, it's an exchanging perspective of both artists, which deals with trust, with heartbreak, but also shared responsibility. And so their chemistry creates a relatable, engaging listen. And the song also just reflects on relationships, the ups, the downs, the heartbreak, the lies, and the self-discovery. The single's part of Donald's EP, Close the Door on Your Way Out. Both of them, Donald and Amanda Black, join us here on the couch this morning to chat further. Good morning. What a treat.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good morning, girl. You good?
I am fantastic. It's so great to see both of you, and thank you for this collaboration.
Thanks
Before
for
we get
having
into your album, right?
Yeah.
I just talk to us about like how this came about and the need to explore what this heartbreak means at this juncture.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, first of all, you know, let's get it out the way. I mean, I've been an Amanda Black fan for as long as
All
she's,
of us.
you know what I mean, for as long as she's existed in this industry, and it's always been one of those things in the back of my head. And, you know, one day I'd love to have a song with her. And this was one of those moments where you just wake up one day and then something just says, please try to reach out to Amanda Black and ask her if she could be part of the song. So Melo Mokwena from Pretoria, a great friend of mine, is the one that actually started the song and then sent it to me and said, my friend, what do you think? And then I heard this and I was like, Mvana, I think we could do something great with a great artist, you know? Sure. And she was pretty much the first person and the only person in my head. Made the call. I literally sent her a message and said, would you like to jump on this? Would you be keen? And she said, oh yes, let's go. Literally. That's literally how it worked.
Were you tapped into what that is? Do you want to? I was going to ask you.
Continue.
No. Were you tapped into that emotion before that alignment to happen? Because obviously you brought your soul, your heart, and you were so vulnerable.
Yeah.
So, Amanga, Unamanga, tell us.
I definitely tapped in. With every collaboration that I do become a part of, I never just do it. So I listen to the song, and you can ask me, it took a while for me to even say, okay.
Yep.
I was like, no, because I had to dig in deep. I was definitely tapped in. I think I also tapped into past relationships and even current situations. I feel like, yeah, man, I was like, yes, there's Donald. He's asking me to go there.
But the thing is, on the underside, there's healing, right?
Yep.
Because that's the gift. So what did that process do for your purpose in this as well?
I'm definitely in the middle of it.
Okay.
When I can say, even when I was making the verse, I literally went over and over and over and over. And I was like, this is so raw.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
Because it's very confrontational.
Yeah, I feel like even the way that he approached the song, it was important for me to find my way of, it wasn't a normal love, toxic love song. It wasn't, back and forth. I felt it needed the nuances of the actual things that happen in a relationship. How do we get to this place that we call confusion, that we call we're hurting each other? Now it's toxic. But how do we get there? Yes, sometimes you choose the wrong person, sometimes you choose the toxic person, but sometimes the relationship just gets there because we expect so much of each other. Sometimes we don't give ourselves or each other because we don't give to ourselves. So with this verse, I was exploring this is the other side of it. I'm not saying I'm not wrong. Both of us can be wrong and both of us can be right. But what went wrong? And that was my side of saying, I feel like on my side, this is where it went wrong on my side.
And I like that because you take responsibility. And that honesty is what saves everyone, because you then teach people how to treat you by being honest. And I mean, what was that healing for you on the other side? What was the story for you?
Remember, for me, I'm coming from a place of, you did me wrong. That's where I'm coming from. I'm like, yo, listen, I poured everything into this, and you know, I really believe this was a, you know, it for me, and I feel like you've deceived me, and everything that has come out of your mouth to this point. Well, I mean, obviously, listen, it doesn't always mean it's always been lies and lies and lies. It's just in the moment when you are feeling mad. Because also remember, we are playing a character of you know, these are real things that actually happen in relationships.
Absolutely.
And when someone is approaching you and being confrontational, they don't think of, you know, being nice. No. They come in on some, no, but you're lying every day, you know. So I had to embody that message, you know, so that she can then come in and tell me her side. And she came from a side of, okay, cool, yeah, I'm wrong, but like, you might also have been wrong too. So what do we do? Because here we are, hurting each other every day.
And then you come up with that entire album, Close the Door on your way out.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
on Valentine's
so
Day.
It didn't, so clearly it didn't work out. Or you found yourself. Then tell us a little bit more about the message and that evolution as well.
Yeah, so Close the Door on Your Way Out was an EP I wanted to just shine a light on that moment when we are going through that, I would say, that back and forth, and it feels like we might actually lose this relationship. That is, you know, that moment where you're fighting, and then comes the moment of of sadness, of, okay, you know what, I think maybe we might have tried, and I don't think we're gonna make it. And then so there's 3 songs. It's Amanga, it's Awunandaba Nam, and then it's Ngikhulule. Ngikhulule is let me go, set me free. So I just wanted to shine a light on that moment, because I think on Valentine's Day we all come up with this very performative, you know, thing about, yeah, everything is all roses, but we all know that's not really what is happening behind closed doors. And I think the more we have the conversations, the closer we get to the healing.
And it's in the repair as well.
Yeah.
How well can you repair when you get to that stumbling block?
100%.
How did you undergo this creative process? So were you both in studio together? Did you send a voice out? How do you tap into that? Amanda, you're smiling. Tell us a little.
No, it was different. But Donald and I have met a couple of times over the years. So it was different, because it's always beautiful when we do get into studio. But to come out, for the song to come out the way it did, and we were not in studio together, I think
it's perfect.
It was meant.
It was meant to be like that, because
like
she was because she was in her own his own space, and she could really tap into that. You know, it's like we were in a real relationship. Yeah, like I'm saying what I'm saying, and then she comes in and says what she says in her own space, and here we are.
Okay, so I need to wrap up, because I know you're performing this song, so we cannot wait for it. But what are the plans that we can expect from you? And then Donald, we'll wrap up with you for the future. Yeah, Amanda.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Well, right now I'm on Donald's EP, which was the first project that I'm doing this year. And then I'm also on tour from my current album, From My Soul to Yours.
Yes.
We've done 3 shows. We just had Cape Town now in February on the 21st. Amazing. And right now we have the 6th of June in Bloemfontein, and we're adding more shows.
Okay. And then over to you, Donald, as we wrap up.
So we just did the Close the Door on Your Way Out EP, working on my album, working on shows, working on something really big for the end of the year, because we are celebrating a really huge milestone this year. It's been 10 years of the Red Mic experience, so it's going to be one of those years, man. A whole lot more announcements to come.
The fire horse is running very far for both of you. Thank you for joining us. The single, obviously, that's going to be performed, Amanga, Amanda Black, and Donald, they'll be taking center stage. Obviously, in relation to Donald's latest EP, Close the Door on Your Way Out. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be right back after this with that stellar performance. Stay tuned.